TNA are interested in an ex-AEW star. Plus, AEW talent are challenging for CMLL titles this Friday. And Seth Rollins gives us a WWE return timeline. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling news right now. Could we see an ex-AEW star heading to TNA? Crossing the line, if you will, Ross Tweddle.
According to Fightful, there's a very good chance. TNA sources confirmed to Fightful Select that they have held conversations with Bear Bronson with the intent for him to work the upcoming El Paso tapings. Those that we spoke to in the company said they're hopeful they can sign him off if all goes well.
I am buzzing for this. So Bear Bronson was part of Bear Country in AEW. Their run ended very suddenly when Bear Bronson's tag partner was arrested on a domestic battery charge. Bear Bronson caught in the midst of this as a result of his tag team partner's charges and his tag team partner's contract termination, was kind of left out in the cold. His AEW contract expired and he went out and cut a path on the indie scene that I think has been fantastic. He has worked an entire year's worth of matches for Beyond Wrestling, GCW, Limitless, and many more as well. And every time I watch him, he just gets a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying what he's doing on the indies. And also, I want to give some special love to a special love in Bear Bronson's life because he teams regularly with his real-life partner, Gabby Forza. Nomi, the big gnome. They are the most wholesome wrestling couple I have ever had the pleasure of seeing.
Better than Macho Man and Elizabeth?
10 times better than Macho Man and Elizabeth. They are the most wholesome couple, and I couldn't be happier if it means that Bear Bronson gets to do some big things and on a bigger stage know about how brilliant he is as a singles wrestler.
That's the thing. It's a shame the way his career went out of like sort of things that he didn't really have a part of, like just sort of circumstances that happened around him. Obviously, I've been watching a bit of GCW, a little bit more, and his hardcore stuff.
He's ever so good. He's ever so good, ever so good. So all the love to Bear Bronson in particular today. Meanwhile, AEW talent currently on the roster heading to Mexico this Friday.
My goodness me. Grandma Guerrero, apparently.
He is a Grand Guerrero.
Grand Guerrero will defend the CMLL World Heavyweight Championship against AEW's Claudio Castagnoli in a match that will hump some more.
Oh, gosh, won't it just?
Yes.
Gran Guerrero has been the CMLL World Champion for over 1,100 days.
He might just be a grandma then.
Grandma by then. And basically throughout the challenge to anybody in the AEW roster to have a go. And there's Claudio offering his services, having a go.
Yeah, and of course, where Claudio goes, who will be the new leader of the Death Riders in the next few weeks? That's my bold prediction, Tom.
Ooh.
Moxley's getting usurped. He can't be tapping out as much as he's tapping out and then going, follow me, guys.
It's very true.
So, of course, Claudio's heading down to Mexico, so obviously the Death Rider's going to follow him. The Great Yuta, Wheeler Yuta, and Daniel Garcia will be challenging Los Hermanos
Chavez.
That's the one, yes, for CMLL's World Tag Team Championships.
1,400 days plus. I tell you what, it takes some doing to beat some CMLL World Champions.
Triple H just sat there with a boner.
Rock solid.
Lengthy title reigns.
Girthy title reigns. There's a Death Riders representing when Alex and I were at Full Gear in Newark on Saturday. So for Alex, by the way, thank you if you came up and said hello and had a drink and a selfie with us. It was nice to see you. But Alex was getting, for a lot of the time, her first look at some of the AEW roster and the AEW stories. She gets a lot of wrestling by proxy through me, but for AEW it's quite new. And I remember we were watching the Battle Royal for the national title, and I think the third Death Rider came out, and we'd had Marina Shafir earlier in the night. We had John Moxley, and she was like, "For God's sake, how many are there?"
Yeah.
She kept hearing that boom, boom.
Hey, wait until she finds out the Don Callis family. Bloody hell.
I didn't have the heart to tell her about the Don Callis family. That's a whole different beast. So it could be a good night for the Death Riders, and it could be a case of seeing all these Death Riders with CMLL belts next week or week after. Moxley's gone.
Yeah, I think he's done for.
I think he is cooked.
Like Julius Caesar.
Oh!
But see, he was fine because he got a good brand deal with salads after that.
He did. It's Too Caesar. Too Brute. The Continental Classic gets underway proper tonight on Dynamite. In the Gold League, it's going to be Carl Fletcher and fellow Don Callis family member Kazuchika Okada. And then Darby, that's going to be a beefy boy. Yeah. And Darby Allin taking on Kevin Knight. That should be fun.
Yeah, we were both saying Big Kevs are like dark horse for the tournament. Like who's the guy like who like Brody King in the past who sort of comes in with next to no stock next to name in terms like a singles competitor in AEW who will leave the tournament with some stock next to their name, and we both think it's going to be Kev.
I think very likely. Meanwhile, in the Blue League, John Moxley's facing Mascara Dorada.
Will he tap out again?
I'd love it if he taps out to Mascara Dorada. Let's just keep that rolling. Tell you what I'd love, if you're looking for something for Christmas this year, obviously cultaholicshop.com has a wonderful range of items to surprise your friends and amuse your enemies. Cultaholicshop.com. But how about this under your Christmas tree? Mattel are releasing a new Jack action figure, and Ringside Collectibles give us our first look at it today. It looks great.
He's got several heads.
Yeah, one of them is a crimson mask all covered in blood, and he comes with a stapler. I love that the same people that make Dreamhouse Barbie have made a new Jack action figure. That is going to be a really exciting Christmas in some kids' houses. Mom! Little Jimmy's used New Jack to throw Barbie through a burning table.
And she deserves it, right? For her treatment of Ken, quite frankly.
No. Hey, up the patriarchy.
Leading them on like that, bloody hell.
Yes, that's the New Jack figure. We're seeing WWE. Obviously, New Jack popped up in the 2K game recently. This is one of the more recent IP grabbings from WWE. And it was one that I genuinely in my lifetime never thought I would see. You know, New Jack getting that nod from WWE. How far, right? And I was pondering this, oh, pardon me, knocking my microphone. I was pondering this on the way in this morning because obviously he's in the game now. He's an action figure. Obviously somewhat sketchy past.
Does that matter?
Would you put him in the Hall of Fame?
In the WWE Hall of Fame. I think you'll get like maybe that, the other wing they do for people who've done stuff outside the company. You might get in that wing.
The little side wing.
Yeah, the little side wing.
Just pop him in there while no one's looking.
You know, it's people from the 70s go in there, that one. I reckon you might get in that one. I don't think you get in the proper one.
I just thought they put New Jack in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. Obviously, maybe.
And again, obviously, people obviously I don't know how much he did back in the day because I wasn't really alive or watching. They have Stan Hansen's in there for WWE. It always like his name's more synonymous with other places than WWE, isn't it? So, mate, who knows, Tom? Anything could happen.
Anything could happen in the World Wrestling Federation.
Talking myself out of a point again. every day is a game of mental tennis with me.
Seth Rollins is hoping to play actual tennis soon because he is on the road to recovery. He was on Bert Kreischer's show, Something's Burning.
I can't believe that was a sentence you've just said out loud there.
I know, right? Him and Becky Lynch having a lovely bit of dinner with Bert.
Yeah.
But in amongst that, Seth Rollins gave us a timeline on his injury recovery and when we expect to see him back.
Yeah, he said once I get this cast off, which is like in another month, then it might be full vacation mode for a little while before I lock in and have to start training to get ready to come back. It'll probably be gradual. My guess is about 8 to 12 weeks of like, okay, now I have to stop eating like an asshole. Probably 12 weeks, he says. Plus, we'll be moving right into WrestleMania season, so I'm hoping by around February, after all the holiday stuff, I can still be like, okay, lock in, no more BS.
Okay, I love that line there. 8 and 12 weeks of like, okay, I have to stop eating like an arsehole. You know how we're getting thin Kevin Owens in the run to his comeback? Yeah. Give me fat Seth Rollins for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, why not?
Give us fat Seth Rollins. Not fat shaming, but I'm just saying the universe should be balanced when Kevin Owens is slimmed down and Seth Rollins we can fatten up like a Christmas turkey.
And Seth Rollins can easily change his wrestling style. We all know the bigger, beefier boys, their punches hurt more.
Oh gosh, yeah. Imagine if Rollins comes back like in the same way how Swerve came back the other day, where Swerve looks like he's eaten Swerve, just like a hench boy. Seth could come back as like the size of a Roman Reigns. That would be hilarious. But I just want a little bit between the Seth Rollins now and a hench Seth Rollins, where he sat on the sofa with a big full belly. Yeah. Eating crisps by the handful.
Like the end of Dodgeball.
Yeah. I just want Seth Rollins to have that little moment I did when you sat on the sofa eating Biscoff out of the jar, having a menti B. Like, I just want that little picture of Seth before he comes back as a hench boy.
And then you put down the Biscoff and you go to the fridge and get the ice cream out. And then you finish the ice cream off. Then you go back to the freezer. You put a pizza in. You eat meals backwards. It's incredible how you get this fat.
Hey, look, this takes a bit of training, right? More details in our diet video that we're releasing next year. WTF moments on the Patreon.
Yeah, Full Gear is now live at patreon.com/Cultaholic. There's like 30 odd episodes now in the back catalogue dating back to this time last year on the $5 tier. So please go and have a look at them if you fancy. You don't have to.
I think you should. I think you should. And for the very latest wrestling news at any time, and to see where the wheel of mythicality is going to land, you can check out cultaholic.com. Stay safe.
Toodaloo! To you.
Forgot
it already.
We're getting there.